Hello, my name's Eddie, and I would like to show you my diesel electric powertrain, all the microcontrollers you need, and how to set them up. So let's begin. So behind me, there is obviously this diesel generator and electric motor. That is basically everything you need to make a diesel electric powertrain. We will be currently using two small batteries. Behind this engine, there are two large tanks for fuel, obviously. And this is everything. Nothing more. You don't need the massive, heavy batteries. They are useless, basically useless with this. So, all the microcontrollers I have before me. This is the my made, not so shitty engine controller. It currently just has the functionality of adjusting AFR, which I'm quite proud of since this is all made in Lua. Next controller is for clutch, modular engine clutch to be specific, and automatic electric motor radiator throttle. Since this setup does not have any more space to place any pumps, or you could use the small electric pumps, but they have very bad flow rate, so I don't like using them. So I came up with this. This is mirrored in the for the other radiator set, and this provides the engine with enough cooling so that at 15 RPS at full throttle, the engine stays under 72 degrees. That's, excuse me, that's quite a great performance actually. So the last green one is the generator throttle control, the main topic of discussion today. I'll be showing you how to set them up. However, I will not show you how to make them. If under this video there will be at least two people in the comments that would like to know how it works and how to make them yourself, I will obviously make a tutorial, but I don't have the time for it today, and I'm not so proficient in English to explain the functionality behind them all. So yeah, now do I have? Yes, I have master volume up, so you could hear when I increase the throttle, this increases, and the generator was on also throttle. Now, how it works? It's very simple. I have no PIDs in the system. Any player, like beginner, intermediate, anyone can make this. So there will be some interactions under this video. I will make tutorial how to make it yourself. However, in this one I will just post links to workshop for this build or this testbed, so you can copy them, use it in your creation, and enjoy. So you can see as I turn down the throttle, it also turns down the necessary throttle to keep up to keep the battery charged at 100%. You see it now drops to 99 and quickly adjusts itself. Now you can do the same. You see there is some slight delay with the generator, but there is nothing really you can do about it since it needs to spin up. It's not like the electric motor that has the torque from 0 RPS to the maximum of 20 in this game. So yeah, it's to be expected, but it's nothing you can live without, or it does not obstruct the functionality. It only limits the power output of the electric motor, but since it's very quick to respond, you won't really feel it in any creation. So be it vessel or train, you don't really need the immediate throttle. Now, how does this work? I will show you how to connect it all. So I will cut these microcontrollers, clear logic, and paste it again. Now, of course, we need to attach them to the body. So the not so shitty microcontroller starts with composite data from the cylinder to the microcontroller. Now, we have some connections here. Sorry, I will clear that up. First one, it's fuel. Fuel goes obviously in fuel manifold, air goes in air manifold. Temperature is for the motor throttle that will keep the engine cool. Alright, the microcontroller obviously has some system to prevent it from exploding. I'm not really sure what the devs did in the last few updates. I heard that boiler exploding is turned off, the and other things that might be very difficult to adjust for new players. So don't know about exploding engines. I hope it's still in the game. Now, other node is starter, obviously to starter. Now, engine on will be connected to generator throttle control engine on. Now, this will be always off, this will be always on if the battery has not been used or is still at 100% for 20 seconds. So let's say you turn on infinite electricity or switch a breaker that will disconnect the battery from the rest of the system, so the battery stays at 100%, and when it does that, the generator turns off. Now you won't really experience this in the actual gameplay, since you will always consume electricity by one way or another, lights, the motor, anything, so you don't really need to care about it. Now, this generator input throttle is for what the fuck? Yo, so my bad. I need to rename the node. I couldn't remember it on the spot. Now this input node is obviously the battery charge. Battery charge goes obviously to the battery, and throttle, I haven't named the node yet, so I will change it right away, goes to engine throttle. This could be used to any throttle, any engine, it will work. Alright, so engine throttle right here. I'll confirm this. Another node, RPS crankshaft. RPS crankshaft. This the RPS value also goes to clutch, since it's basically a torque converter I've made. So it works, the more RPS you have, the more clutch pressure you give out. Now these are all the connections you need, and the last one is obviously for the electric motor. I will make the minimal value 0, so it can go only from 0 to 0.5. The reason why it goes only to 0.5 at maximum throttle is because each cylinder is basically, each medium cylinder is capable of producing enough electricity to power 1/3 of a throttle of electric motor. All right. So let's say I have 2 cylinders. That means I can produce enough electricity at 15 RPS to sustain the motor at 0.66 throttle, or 66% of throttle. The reason why I do not use more, or I keep it at 0.5, is because I want some reserve for other systems, mainly for the radiators, the electric motors. Since they are electric motors, they consume a lot more energy than pump would. But in this setup, you can't really use large pumps or the normal ones or the small ones because they are just bad and utterly useless, honestly. Now, what you might see here is a gearbox. This gearbox only increases the ratio 3 to 2 facing the engine. That means that for every 2 rotations of the engine, you get 3 rotations of the generator. This is ideal for the setup. At 15 RPS, you are outputting around 500 units of power. That is ideal for one electric motor. And since my shutter that I'm currently building and working on can't handle more than zero point 0.5 throttle because any more would create slip, and you don't want that because since it has only 2 axes or axles, however it's called, you you can't just transmit all the torque the motor is outputting. All right, so yeah, that's basically it. Of course, you need to connect the the rope for the fuel. I wanted to make a rope fuel because I can always move this anywhere I want in the workshop and it always stay connected. This is how I connect all the fuel. You don't need pipe it through the whole creation. You can just have the hose connector, connect them in this rope section, and it will spawn with a hose, just like so. And one note. Why is it? Why? What have I not connected? Oh yeah, I forgot to connect the the main thing. Oh, I did not. Why the fuck is it? What? I'm actually. I'm sorry, but I'm so confused right now. Yeah, he's on a signal that goes to the radiators. What have I done wrong? Man. Oh, it's not connected. Obviously. Just like so. Generator was not connected, so it did not produce any power. Now, as you can see, now it works well. It keeps the throttle optimal to have the battery charge at 100% all the times. The minimum RPS is 3, as you can see. So if I increase the exponentially the throttle, it can keep up always. Since as I said before, I have some reserve at 1.5 throttle, 0.5 throttle, sorry. It will always try to push 400% battery charge. And it always get there one way or another. Right. So this is cool. As you can see, there is little delay when the engine is actually spun up. Has actually spun up, sorry. And as you can see, the variable throttle works really well on the motors, like so. This is temperature based, that's why we have the temperature probe node, sorry. I don't currently see it in here, but as you can see, the manifold is at 28 degrees. Just point it so it makes sense. Alright, that is everything you would need to make your own diesel electric train or vessel. If you have any questions to this creation or any other, please leave them in the comments below. I will also link my Discord so you can DM me uh, or ping me on official Stonewalks Discord. I haven't made myself one. So for the time being, let's just use the official one. And yes, thank you for watching. I hope this was useful. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.